Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and white-tailed deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
Hi, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and it's Monday, November 20th.
And today we're going to be going over the results of this past Thursday's Tallgrass Production Sale from Dorado, Kansas.
So let's jump right in and talk about the high sellers versus the most viewed. The number one highest selling lot overall was lot 19, DH Double Rose. She sold for $19,500 to Dean and Sandra Whitlock via Hired Hand Live. The number one most viewed animal before the sale was lot 19, DH Double Rose. I think this might be the first time that we've ever had the highest selling lot also be the most viewed.
Yeah, I think so too, at least from the past few that I can remember. The number two highest selling lot overall was lot number 13, Ring Around Rosie, who sold for $6,500 to Ray Williams via Hired Hand Live. The number two most viewed animal before the sale was lot number 10, actually a sublot, 632 TCC Everything's Roses.
The third highest selling lot overall was lot 5, TCC Rose Gold, who sold for $5,000 to Austin Rohr via Hired Hand. The number three most viewed animal before the sale was lot 13, Ring Around Rosie. Just a fun fact, the third most viewed animal online, number 13, Ring Around Rosie, ended up being the second highest overall seller of the sale.
The number four highest selling lot overall was lot number 22, TCC Blue Trophy, who sold for $5,000 to Janice Jones, and she was there in person. The fourth most viewed animal before the sale was lot number 9, TCC Rose Gold 210.
I think we might also, this is kind of unique, or the highest selling lot, the fourth highest selling lot, I think we should mention that that was a bull. Typically, bulls aren't in, sales, and they definitely usually don't bring 5,000 in sales either. So I think that's kind of interesting for this sale. It's how much people believe in the Tallgrass breeding program.
And when you and I were talking off the air before we got started here, I think you said there was a total of 9 bulls in the sale. Is that right?
Yeah, 8 or 9 bulls in the sale. So there was quite a few bulls, and this one definitely topped them all. Okay, so the fifth highest selling lot overall was lot 11, TCC Darling Delight, who sold for $4,200 to Randy Murray via Hired Hand. And the fifth most viewed animal before the sale was lot 5, TCC Rose Gold.
So let's go over some just general sale results. All 28 out of 28 lots sold for an unofficial total of $77,100 and an unofficial average of $2,753. There were no scratches and no POs. And with this being the 27th sale of 2023, 27 sales, Jamie. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot of sales. That's a lot of post-sale recap podcasts.
It's a lot of everything.
Yes. So anyway, with this being the 27th sale of 2023 to be included in our Hired Hand Live Trends and Averages series, it takes our 2023 annual average to $5,903.69.
So now let's talk about some of the internet influence stats. Out of the just over $77,000 sold during the sale, $62,900 was a value that was added through the internet. There was a total of 148 online bids and 20 lots sold online to 15 different buyers.
There were also 89 registered internet bidders. The internet-only average was $3,145, and I love this number. There were 9,999 total views of the consignments online before the sale. I don't know that we could ever get that lucky again to have it be.
I don't think so either. If only we just had one more click.
Right? Who didn't look at animals out there? Shame on you.
Right.
Should we go over the top 5 online sellers?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. A few of these I think we've already talked about since most of the animals, like we mentioned, sold on Hired Hand Live, but we'll run them down one more time here. So the number 1 online seller was lot number 19, DH Double Rose, who sold for $19,500 to Dean and Sandra Whitlock.
Number 2 was lot 13, Ring Around Rosie, who sold for $6,500 to Ray Williams.
The third highest seller was lot number 5, TCC Rose Gold, who sold for $5,000 to Austin Rohr.
The fourth highest seller online was lot 11, TCC Darling Delight, who sold for $4,200 to Randy Murray.
And the fifth highest online seller was lot 16, TCC Golden Summer, who sold for $3,300 to Kurt and Glenda Twining. So what's the next sale that we have coming up that we'll be doing a recap over, Jamie?
The next sale is the Flint Hills Longhorn Elite Christmas Sale, which will be December 7th. And it will be back in El Dorado, Kansas at Kim and Randy Jones's sale barn.
And as long as we have you listening, we also wanted to remind you that we have a couple weeks left in our Hired Hand November sale. So be sure to go check out all of those animals before the end of the month. There are several buy it now animals, or you can bid as normal at your leisure. And then Jamie, I think one other thing we wanted to point out, moving into kind of the end of the year, gearing up for next year, is we've actually added a new page to hiredhandlive.com, and that is our consignment deadlines. Do you want to tell folks a little bit about what's on that page?
Yeah, so on that page, we get asked frequently when all the consignment deadlines are. So we created a page on our Hired Hand Live site where we have all the sales listed with their sale date and their consignment deadline, and also a link out to their consignment form. So if you're curious about the sales coming up, spring through into the summer, go ahead and check out the page. It's at hiredhandlive.com/consignment-deadlines.
Perfect. Well, I will see you in a couple weeks for the December sale recap you just mentioned. And otherwise, I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving.